Hello. My goodness, it's been it has been a minute since we have been together here. Can you believe it's already February? Like February 2025. Where has this year gone? Already. So, like I said, it is already 2025. It's already February. That means today is officially work on your January numbers day. So that's why we're here. This is why I do this every month, is to come here and be your accountability partner and make sure that you are scheduling the time to sit down with your bookkeeping. So, are you? If not, like this right now, this is the time. This is our appointment to get your bookkeeping done. I absolutely do not expect you to get all of it done right this second while we are in this call. However, if you're using my workbook, there's a very good possibility that you could get it done. Depending on how many expenses you have, how many different income streams you have. So depending on all that, you should be able to get, at least get set down, get the workbook open. And while I'm here, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I am happy to answer them. If you are in the membership group, we'll be rolling right into that right after this. If you are not in the membership group and you want to join it, go ahead and go to sawcheryl.com. And right at the top of that page is a link to join us over there in the membership group. It's only $47 a month. One call a month more than pays for what you get. I am already doing 9 hours of calls, and I added in the Empower Me spending plan call. So I added that in. So if you're a member, you get into that for free every month. So that's an extra hour and a half. So now I'm doing 10 and a half hours for $47 a month. And that is not even including Marcus being in there and teaching us how to do YouTube if you're interested in doing that. That's not including Heather being in there on a weekly basis and teaching us all about branding and how to better interact with our social media, and the other guest speakers that I bring in that you just have to join to find out about, and all of those replays. So while the accounting call is not a replay, the Empower Me is available as a replay in there. The Marcus's calls are available as replays in there. Heather's calls are available as replays, and so are all the guest speakers. Fabulously Frugal. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you are doing well. Y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I haven't been here in a minute. So let's wake up the algorithm. I need to get back on doing more videos, but we are officially in tax season, and my schedule is filling up fast. So if you are looking to make sure that you get in on my appointments for my taxes, then jump over to my website. Make sure you snag an appointment with me. You can go ahead and just make a deposit of $150, which will cover the consultation. And then, or you can go ahead and hit the prepay option, which generally will cover the entire tax return. Depending on what you have, it covers most tax returns. Yes. You know what? And that's the part of the reason why I don't do as much over here anymore as I used to do, because a lot of the people that were showing up here on a regular basis are in my membership group. And over in the membership group, I actually get to have two-way voice conversations with most of you. And I really, I get to see your faces. I get to see your faces, and I love to see your faces. It makes me light up. I absolutely love when I get to see, the light bulb moments come on. Like, it shows on your face whether you have one of those kind of faces or not. Like, it shows in your body language, in your face. And while I may not be great about reading a lot of that stuff, those things I can see. When you get those light bulb moments, when your shoulders relax, when your face lights up, it's like, I see it also when you're like struggling and the anxiety and the color drains from your face. And I'm like, no, we can't have that. I will keep trying to explain it until the color returns. And while you may not actually get a smile on your face, I will see your shoulders drop a little bit, and you will, that moment where you feel just a tad more comfortable about the situation. It's been a wonderful ride for me to see the changes across the last couple of years and several years. Like, some people have been working with me for multiple years now, and the improvement in their bookkeeping, the improvement in their bottom line, the improvement in their comfort level has been amazing for me to watch, and they feel amazing about it too. So I, come join us. Come join us. I hope to see you over there. If you do decide to join between now and the next 2 hours, if you shoot me a message on on Facebook, if you shoot me a message on Facebook, I will keep my Facebook Messenger open, and you can, if you join the membership, I'll make sure you get in to our call today. So we have, right after this, we start a 2-hour call. And then tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern is another 2-hour call. So 4 hours in the membership with me today. Elizabeth, hello. How are you? I know you're driving, so don't be typing. Let's see. Fabulously frugal. Oh, thanks. Won't be today. Hub's retired recently. Still adjusting. Yes. Understood. Well, let me know if you need any help adjusting with that new spending plan. Like, we don't use that nasty B word anymore. Mad Rad, hello. So Mad Rad is new here, just got in. What membership? So the membership I'm talking about now is my memberships. We have a lot of resellers in there. We have I do 10 and a half hours a month of calls in there myself. Plus we have Marcus Dixon with Dixon's Pickens, and he has 3 YouTube channels that are monetized. We have Heather Goucher, who is our branding expert and social media expert over there. And I bring in guest speakers, and then we have all these different kinds of rabbit hole kind of discussions about building businesses and revenue streams and using different tools. So it's $47 a month. If you go to sawcheryl.com, it's right there at the top. We now also have a 24/7 co-working room, so you can go in there and join other members in the group. It's not getting utilized a whole lot yet, but it is there. It is available. I'm putting everything right back into the group at this point. So trying to make sure that it is valuable for everyone that comes in. And we do have lots of resellers. So while I don't have an actual reseller call, there are, I'm a reseller myself. We have other resellers in there. If you need questions answered about that, we can definitely get your questions answered. Elizabeth says, I pulled over for a minute. Haha. If I pay for my shipping through a credit card on PayPal, do I print off all of my statements as receipts or go on PayPal and get all the charges there somehow? So if you are paying for your shipping through credit card, then it should be on your credit card. Because you're paying for it through eBay, it's also in your eBay reports. So, you don't need all of the individual. We can prove it through eBay. If you're paying for it through eBay, well, okay. If you're buying it through eBay, we can prove it through eBay, right? So in the same way that you were able to make the connection for the true up. So Elizabeth and I were talking behind the scenes, and she did the true up that I've been posting about all over social media. And because she pays for her shipping outside of eBay through a credit card that's attached to PayPal, yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces in there. We had to take the shipping that was paid through the credit card and add it to the amount that was from the true up to get the total for that. But between the credit card and eBay, that's good. That's solid. Because we can go back into eBay and use eBay to show the shipping. I mean, shipping is shipping. We're not like, we would have to, I don't even want to consider the amount of receipts for every item that we ship, especially someone with a larger store. Even a small store, that would be a whole lot of stuff. We've got 11 people in here watching right now. Hit that thumbs up button, please. If you have any questions, we have 15 minutes left. 15 minutes before I jump over and get to talk with my members for 2 hours. So what kind of questions do we have? You should, hopefully you have finished all of your, I'm kind of frazzled. Can you tell? Like I am already knee deep in tax season. And it's only the first week of February. So I hope that everybody at this point has finished up their bookkeeping for 2024. If not, what's your questions? I want you guys to get it done. All the 1099s have been released. The W-2s, you should have those by now also. So I want that 2024 bookkeeping sewed up. And you know, get that stuff, whether if you're going to do it, get it all consolidated into a file. If you're going to have somebody else do it, you know, get with them and figure out what their requirements are to get the information over to them. I utilize a Dropbox. I do taxes for people. I do bookkeeping for people. I have consultations with people. So I have a full service accounting firm, and a lot of people seem to not realize that I do all the things. So I'm just telling you, I do all the things. Fabulously Frugal says, did you say at one point last year maybe that we can expense the amount we pay for our 2024 state taxes since we paid the money in 2025? No, you don't get to expense the amount that you pay in income taxes. Mad Rad says, would the membership be a business expense? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I will help you find so many more expenses that you never thought possible. Elizabeth says, if I lose a thrift store receipt or any other receipt, should I make my own receipt or just not worry about it? So I highly suggest that you don't lose the receipt. I am working on a product to help you, you know, that keep track of those receipts while you're out and about. But if you lose a receipt, if there's any way that you can get a duplicate, that would be the best method. You can try to handwrite a receipt. I wouldn't count on that as working. You can still take the expense if it matches up with your bank statement. However, be aware that if you get audited, it may get disallowed. So just be aware. You can take the expense, just hopefully that those lost receipts are very, very few and far between. Fabulously Frugal says, in other words, is it a write-off? Nope, not for your state or federal income taxes. Those are not write-offs. Travis says, can you file state and local taxes for us as well? Absolutely. If you have local taxes, though, you need to let me know when we have our consultation, because it's not something that's widely known. Like, I work with people from all 50 states. And so if you just let me know that you have local taxes that need to also be filed, then I will get those filed for you as well. Fabulously Frugal. It was probably something else that I was telling you was deductible, and you're just misremembering what the thing was. But Because I mean, I talk about a lot of different deductions. Elizabeth says, okay, thanks. It's maybe once a year I lose one. Yes. And so, I wouldn't sweat the one, because it would probably, get overlooked, because it's, you can count them on one hand kind of thing. Now, if you only had 5 receipts in a category and you lost one of them, then, maybe one out of 5, that maybe they disallow it depending on the amount, but when in the grand scheme of things, when you've got hundreds of receipts, and they only look at the 3 biggest categories. So if you supply all of the information for the 3 biggest categories, you tend to be okay. Fabulously Frugal says, I was excited trying to deduct all the things. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to try to deduct all the things. So, have that open conversation with me through a consultation or through the membership. And we can make sure that you are collecting all of the right things. I appreciate you too. I absolutely appreciate all the people that come and watch and ask questions. It's a whole lot easier to do this when there's a, even if it's a written and verbal conversation, it's a group effort, and it's a whole lot easier to do this when I can have that conversation with you guys instead of me sitting here trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to talk about next? Elizabeth says, I feel like I know the answer to this, but if you have a positive business income on your Schedule C, but after all the deductions, it goes down to 0, is it still a positive money-making business in the eyes of the IRS? Yes. So here's the thing. When you're looking at the Schedule C, the top section where you've got your gross income, I want that top section to have a positive number when you get to the bottom of the top section, to the bottom of the top, right? So your gross minus your cost of goods, returns and allowances, and then you have a positive number right there. Great. Perfect. You did right with your business. You handled your business well. You did all the things that you were supposed to do. You didn't overspend on inventory. All the things were great. You got a positive number there. I want that number to go up every single year. Okay? Everything below that line is us using the Internal Revenue Code to the best of our ability to get rid of every bit of that number up there. Lena just popped in and she brought up a question. Who wants to tell her how I feel about that particular software? So she uses a crappy company to do her own taxes. Hey, Kimmery. Okay, so for starters, Lena, you don't put your business expenses in the itemized deductions. Honey, you're doing that all wrong. All wrong. I mean, I can't even, I've got 5 minutes left. There is no way that I can get into all the things that are wrong with what you are saying over there. But that particular website, SUCKS, period, hands down, absolutely awful. Use OLT.com. If you want to do them yourself, fine, do them yourself. Use OLT.com. But go to my channel, and 2 years ago I did a video on a walkthrough on how to do your Schedule C on OLT.com. It hasn't really changed. You can still use that same video to do your walkthrough. To do your taxes. I had somebody else send me a message this year already. They've already done their taxes using OLT.com, and they use that video to do it. Alrighty. Join my free Facebook group. If you go on Facebook and you search Simplified Accounting with Cheryl groups, join my free Facebook group. Ask me questions in there. Christy Smith says, computer crashed and lost all record keeping. While I'm going to try and get help getting the data off of it, if possible, what methods would you recommend putting in place for the future? Hard lessons. I use Dropbox. Everything that's important to me is on Dropbox. Dropbox, Google Drive, OneDrive. I feel the same way about OneDrive. I love Microsoft until it comes to OneDrive. And while when it comes to OneDrive, it's like, no, I hate OneDrive as much as I hate that other tax and the other bookkeeping, all the same company. Yeah. I lump OneDrive, that particular product, into that same stuff. So, but yeah, that's what I do. I save that stuff over to Dropbox. You are welcome, Elizabeth. Elizabeth says TT is a no word. Absolutely. Lena says, I know how you feel. I don't use them for the final. Okay, so here's the thing. Don't use them at all, because good morning, Bobby. Hello. OLT.com only charges you $9.95 for the state. Federal is free, so if you don't have state taxes, it's free to do. And it's very easy to put the numbers in. The key is doing your bookkeeping properly. The key is having the conversations during the year, having the conversations before the stuff gets entered, so that you're making sure that you're maximizing your deductions. Taxes are not done at tax time. Taxes are done throughout the year by having a conversation with a solid accountant that understands your business, with a tax preparer, a tax strategist that understands your business. And most of those people have no clue about reselling. The software is absolutely not set up for resellers or content creators or any really online business. And these platforms are hiding. They're not hiding the fees. All the things are readily available. They're right there. They're readily available. The problem is that The problem is that unless you've talked to someone like myself that understands how to get the fees and you've been in there and dug in to figure it all out, you're probably missing stuff. All right. Thank you all for coming. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button yet, hit that thumbs up button. Share the channel. Come join me over in my free Facebook group. If you want to come and join the membership group, go ahead and hit my website and join, and then shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger, and I'll get you added in. You can come in and do today's 2-hour call that we're going to go start right now. Okay, so I got 2 hours starting right now, and I got another 2 hours tonight. So there's 4 hours you can spend with me today, if you so choose, and my other members. So hopefully I'll see you over there. If not, then if not beforehand, I'll see you right here next month, first Wednesday of the month at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Have a great day. Have a great month. Get those taxes done. Get your bookkeeping caught up. I'll see you later. Bye.